Hello YouTube, Caleb from NatoCaloGaming here today with a quick video on the new Europa Universalis 4 Art of War expansion Patchnotes. Yes, the DLC is finally here. Well, I wouldn't call it a DLC, I'd call it an actual expansion to the game. In my opinion, this is the best one yet, and it's adds so much stuff. I'm at basically a whole new game. Yep, whatever. I might actually show some clips from the in-game. From like some new in-game stuff, etc. But anyway, I'll just read the free patch notes first. Anyway, the new features for the if you haven't bought Art of War, which I have, by the way, if you have not bought it, these are the new features for the game. And of course, if you bought the DLC, you would have these features as well. Anyway, the map now has 45% more detail, adding over 900 new provinces, with the vast majority of them making sure the rest of the world is as detailed as Europe. Wow. Severe optimizations on the game to have it run basically as 1.7 with all the new provinces and countries added. 3 new trade goods added: silk, dyes, and tropical wood. I think tropical wood's from Victoria too, actually. But anyway. Added support for compressed save games. Rebels no longer revolt in individual provinces. Oh, this is interesting. Instead of revolt risks, provinces now have unrest, and each province belongs to a particular rebel faction. When provinces have unrest, that rebel faction will gain progress towards a revolt based on the amount of unrest, and will revolt in one or more consolidated armies upon progress hitting 100%. That sounds actually pretty interesting. I'm yet to actually use that feature. I'm yet to actually make a game, start a game on Art of War. Anyway. Accepting rebel demands is always now the same as rebels enforcing their demands. Okay, that's interesting, because to just get rid of rebels, to get them out of my sights, I usually accepted their demands, lost like 20 prestige or something, and then that was it. Now actually I can't. Now people can't actually just do that. Now they have to actually destroy the rebels. So okay, provinces now have local autonomy. Local autonomy reduces the income, manpower, force limits, and trade power provided by a province, and also lowers the cost of taking that province in a peace deal. Della. Oh, that's a typo. Anyway, local autonomy is gained on conquest. Local autonomy can now be reduced or increased every 30 years, resulting in increased or lowered revolt risk. That's interesting. Autonomy. I wonder if works similarly, like if you could play as Ukraine, you get like Donetsk autonomy. Yeah, Crimean autonomy. Anyway, overseas provinces now have a minimum autonomy of 75% instead of the distance overseas penalty. Oh yeah, fair enough. All colonized provinces now have a minimum autonomy of 50%. Okay, now here's where it gets interesting. The Protestant and oh, by the way, the whole DLC is based off. I think it's based around the 30 Years' War, where they're trying to fight for the dominant religion in the Holy Roman Empire. Anyway, the Protestant and Reformed religions now have the center of Reformation in certain provinces that convert nearby Catholic provinces to their religion. Centers of Reformation are awarded to the country where the religion is founded, and the first 2 other countries to convert to that faith and replace the old province events that spread their religion. Oh yeah, that's pretty good, I guess. More realistic. Centers of Reformation are removed if that province is converted to another faith. Yeah, I actually especially like that one. That's pretty good. I might show you a clip, yeah, might show a clip of that. But anyway, the College of Cardinals system has been replaced, where cardinals are based in provinces, and new ones are created once per year in rich Catholic European provinces. Each cardinal gets some papal influence, which can either be spent on special papal actions that grant bonuses and resources to your country, or invested towards becoming the papal controller when the new pope is elected. I actually saw some featured gameplay on Paradox Interactive's YouTube channel, and yeah, I reckon this system pretty interesting, because you can get some by bonuses and resources. I think you can get stability increases, prestige increases, and stuff like that. It's pretty neat. The supply and demand pricing has been replaced with the system where each resource base tax modified. Yeah, that's just triangle trade. Yeah, that's just trade. I don't really care about trade in this expansion, but it's still pretty good. The trade node setup has been severely overhauled, yeah, with lots of new trade nodes. I'll actually show a clip right now, probably in the corner of the screen, showing all of these. It's pretty amazing, actually. Yeah, they merged England and Antwerp, made Bordeaux smaller. I'm not quite sure. I'll just show a clip there for you guys. Leader assignment has now been improved. Leaders that are now assigned will show up in a list of available leaders in other units. Those leaders can be assigned to those units which can be removed from their old units. That's pretty neat. And that is it for the new free features. Now I guess we can go on to the paid features for Out of War. This is if you bought the $20 expansion, which I did once again. And yeah, I'm yet to actually play the game, so yeah, most of these will be new to me. Okay, so it is now possible to declare a support rebels war against a country you're supporting rebels in. Oh yeah, that's pretty good actually. It's now possible to set an allied in war to. That's pretty weird grammar. Set an allied in war to prioritize sieging in a specific province. That is actually really, really good. There's a lot of times where I'm sieging a large country, I'm just carpet sieging, and one of my like I want to let my vassals siege something, so they could get something from that. So yeah, that's actually really good thing. It's now possible to set the military focus of your subjects to be aggressive, supportive, or neutral. No. Which changes what tactics they use during war. That's also really good, because I see, like, as Poland, Lithuania just goes all out on Russia, gets their armies beaten miserably, and has to push back. Anyway, you can now mothball fleets, which means they will cost less maintenance but slowly deteriorate in the port, which is pretty interesting. You can now designate your vassal into march. They will no longer pay tax to you, but you can't annex them, but they will get bonuses in warfare. That is actually really good for large wars, say against like a holy war against the Ottomans. That's pretty good, It's now possible to, and you can't annex in during war anyway, so no, it doesn't matter. It's now possible to use your subjects' casus belli / war goals when declaring a war. Oh yeah, that's pretty neat, because I believe, like for example, for Poland again, I think Lithuania has a core on wind, and Muscovy sometimes owns that, so that'll be pretty. Yeah, that's actually a pretty neat feature. Units with names edited by player are now tagged as custom names, which will take priority when merging. That is actually really great. That's really great, because I'm trying to find some of my armies sometimes and I just can't find them. Added client states mechanics, where you can create new custom vassals, decide their name, flag, and color, and assign them a territory as soon as you reach a certain technology level. This is what I was looking forward to in Art of War, creating your custom vassals, or client states they like to call it. And yeah, it's pretty good. There's not much of a flag choice, but I don't mind. I don't really care about the flag. The fact that you can do it is awesome. I think the tech level is 20, I believe, from what I can remember. But yeah, it's still pretty awesome. I'd love to make a Native American empire and just carve out certain districts, make myself a federated state. And of course they act as vassals, like as if they were your vassals, so they're not like protectorates or anything. You can now sell ships to other nations, which is pretty neat and realistic. It is now possible to transfer control of a province to someone you're allied with in a war. Yes, that's awesome. I love that. Added peace option, give up claims. That forces the enemy to give up all their claims on you. Once again, really awesome. Added a peace option, war reparations, that forces the enemy to pay a fraction of their income to you each month for 10 years. World War I. Added the possibility to upgrade fleets in one click if you can afford it. Oh yeah, about the World War I thing I just did. Well, Germany just paid their World War I reparations, I think in 2011. They paid off the last reparation in 2011. I think I still want more or something, I don't know. Anyway, garrisons can now sortie from their fortresses against a besieging force, which is pretty awesome, because in CK2, I think the people being besieged can actually attack the sieges, and sometimes kill about almost like 500 of them, which is pretty neat. Added the option to abandon your foreign cores for a one-time prestige cost. Not quite sure about that feature, but okay, sounds neat. Added abandoned idea group functionality where you can change your country's setup for the future. Yeah, that's really good. That's really good. I like that. You can now toggle your fleets to let your allies and subject loads army on them. That's interesting. Interesting. I like to see how that works out. The Holy Roman Empire now have a mechanic for internal religious wars, including leagues for Catholics and Protestants that fight over the faith of the Empire. Oh yeah, this was the thing that was on the features video by Paradox, and it's pretty cool. It's like you can either join a Protestant league. I'll show you a clip of this once again. There's like a Catholic league and a Protestant league, and either if you're in the Empire, you can join it, and pretty much once at some certain point. They just go in all-out war, and that's why this DLC or expansion, I like calling it expansion because it's an actual expansion. That's why yeah, it's based around the 30 Years War. Implemented a new unit builder where you can build entire armies and fleets in one clip. That's pretty nice. That's actually interesting. I don't even know about that. Over 25 flavor events for playing in West Africa. Oh yeah, yeah, I'll just talk about that in a sec. 50 events related to 30 Years War, which is pretty neat. That's all the features. Yep, the actual added features. But I'll bring up a clip now. Yeah. So as you can see, they've made new colonial. Like they've removed a few coastal colonial provinces from Africa and made them more internal and linked up, which is pretty neat. And they've also like shattered, not shattered, but like redone North Africa. There's Tlemcen, I think. Morocco is a bit different. And yeah, there's a bunch of West African nations, sub-Saharan nations, and it looks like something really interesting can happen down there. Same with I think in Crimea they made a new country called Theodora or Doria or something like that. It's an Orthodox Eastern nation, kind of like the Byzantine. But yeah, it's really interesting what people will be able to do with those type of countries. And they've also added some Siberian I'm pretty sure, yeah, Siberian tribes-ish people of nations, which say that's pretty neat. And also I think that in Australia, my homeland, they've actually updated all the colonial provinces. They've made Darwin a colonial something that can be colonized. Queensland, well, yeah, most of Queensland. And yeah, just they've pretty much updated it and everything. Anyway, this is I guess the end of my video. I'm not sure if I covered everything, but I'll try. Yeah, I try every time to cover everything. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. I do 100% recommend this DLC, even if I haven't played it, because from what I've seen, it is worth every penny. And if you just look at the reviews, that could help you make your decision. I might make a series on this. And actually, the saves from 1.8, or not the version before 1.8, are incompatible with these saves or this patch. So yeah, unfortunately, we can't continue our Teutonic Order, New World Order, multiplayer save. So yeah, we might make another one or something. I'm actually intrigued by the fact, like, by Theodora, because that just sounds like a really awesome nation to play as. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. As always, comment, rate, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.